Hello and welcome back to Will's World Reviews and More. Today I'm going to be doing the WWE Fan Question Challenge that a few people have been doing online. I noticed this when Matt Jerishow posted this video, so give a shout out to him. He made me aware of this by watching this video. And also Stevie Breech for actually posting the questions in the description, which is very helpful obviously now to kind of answer them myself. So I'll post links to both their channels in the description, along with a list of the questions in case any of you watching this want to do a response and do a video of yourself. So yeah, I was quite excited about this. Watching Matt Jerishow's video, there was decent questions, some which I had similar answers to, and others which I didn't. So yeah, let's get on with it and get right into it. So number one, favourite current superstar. I guess that would have to be Dean Ambrose. I think anyone watching these videos of mine to the WWE would have figured that out anyway. Really like him. Favourite superstar just because, you know, I connect with him quite a bit. So that's that one. Number two, a bit more tricky. Favourite superstar of all time. This has got to be a tie between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels. It varies from week to week, sometimes even day to day, depending on what I'm watching. Right now, if I had to pick, I'd probably go with Stone Cold just because I'm watching pay-per-views from the year 2000 where Stone Cold's making his comeback. So Stone Cold probably just gets head of HBK at the moment. Favourite current diva, Paige, hands down. I really do think she is the future. I'm hoping at the moment they're trying to set up bringing some NXT divas up as well, and I'm hoping that they'll kind of do like a 4 horsemen, but a 4 horsewomen obviously, like Ronda Rousey did in UFC, but with divas. So maybe Paige could lead a stable of her and 3 other NXT divas. That's an idea, hopefully, that we'll see happen. Favourite diva of all time. This is a little bit tricky because when I was watching wrestling the first time round, from being like 11 to 15, obviously my kind of interest in divas wasn't really so much in their wrestling skills so much as what they look like. So if we're going on basic, on which one I fancied the most, I'd probably have to say Tori Wilson. In terms of wrestling ability, I always quite liked Sable, and obviously then that leads into Lita probably, and Trish Stratus. WrestleMania or SummerSlam. Personally, if we're going on modern times, I'd probably say SummerSlam just because I think there's a bit less of the whole SummerSlam moments, whereas WrestleMania has become a bit obsessed with WrestleMania moments, trying to make each WrestleMania better than the rest and standout moments. But obviously, I do love WrestleMania, and especially the old ones as well. But right now, again, if you have to put a gun to my head, I'd probably go with SummerSlam. Do I have a WWE Network? I do. Watch it pretty much every day. You know, I'm so privileged to have it, and you know, I really, really do love it. So that's my opinion on that. Favorite title belt of all time, the Intercontinental title, always been one of my favorites. Always liked what it stood for. You know, it has diminished in recent years. My favorite design of the Intercontinental belt was definitely the Attitude Era one, with the long kind of oval, the one that, you know, you will see if you watch the Attitude Era with the globes and what have you. That's definitely my favorite. Favorite current title belt. The IC's not really been used very well. The US title, I've never really been a fan of. I do like the WWE Heavyweight title. I like, but I guess I'm going to have to go with probably the tag titles. Yeah, I don't like the design of them, but they're my favourite belt. Least favourite superstar of all time. Now, this was the really tricky one because I don't like certain wrestlers for different reasons. Like, I don't particularly like John Cena because of the way he's been marketed and because of he always wins and stuff, but you've got to admire his ethic and respect his ability. So I couldn't really put John Cena in there. I don't like Hulk Hogan because of his ego and his arrogance and the way that he never put people over. But again, you've got to respect what he did. So, you know, Matt Jerishow answered someone like Hornswoggle. So I guess I would have to go least favourite superstar of all time. Who really pisses me off? I didn't particularly like The Godfather. We'll go with that, just because I'm watching those pay-per-views and that never really entertained me. So I'd say The Godfather probably. He was one of the only matches that I skipped, so I'd go with The Godfather. Least favourite current superstar, The Miz. Don't like him. Don't like his character. That's easy. That's out of the way. Favourite WrestleMania moment. a lot to choose from. Again, going by what I've watched recently, WrestleMania 2000, definitely kind of the Edge and Christian in the ladder match. So that's that. Favorite era, definitely. Well, I guess for me, the favourite era was the kind of late 2000s. Well, probably about 2000 to 2004, really, because that was my era. I like the Attitude Era looking back on it now, so I guess you would say that's my favourite, but from what I grew up as, it was probably that 2000 to 2004 bracket. Favourite match this year so far? The ladder match between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, that was epic. So I would go with that. But again, the triple threat at the Royal Rumble was good as well. I'm going to go with the ladder match. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose from Money in the Bank. Favourite piece of merchandise that I own? I own a lot of figures. I've got a few t-shirts. I'd probably say favourite piece of merch that I own. This is really difficult actually because I haven't got anything that really stands out. Like I haven't got any autographs or anything like that. So I'd probably go with probably my Shield figures. They're probably my favourite. Favourite faction of all time ties in. I know people would think, well, how can you choose them after all the other great factions? But the Shield for me, it's one of the main reasons I got back into wrestling, so I'm going to put them down there. I do like DX as well. They were probably my favourite faction as a kid. Do I like the current WWE World Heavyweight Championship? Yeah, it's good. I think it's a good design. It's never going to beat the Attitude Era one for me because that's the one I grew up with, but at the moment it is a nice design. I quite like it, and I'm getting used to the new logo, so yeah. Do I think the Divas should have more titles? This is similar to Matt Jerishow. I think a Divas tag belts would be great, and also kind of with Jerishow on this, that maybe they should change it back to the women's title. But again, agreement that not many of them wrestle. If they introduced more NXT, I think it would be worth bringing the tag titles in for Divas, especially to do the 4 horsewomen idea that I kind of said, and maybe then bring back the women's title. But yeah, that's that. Favorite finisher. Of all time, or kind of like favorite finisher of all time is a tie between the Stunner and Sweet Chin Music. Favorite current finisher, what shall we say? Do like Dirty Deeds because I've always liked DDTs, so yeah, go with Dirty Deeds. Possibly Spear as well. I've always liked Spear. So favorite stipulation, I do like a good old hardcore match. Ladder matches have always been a big thing for me as well, so I'd have to go with ladder matches. Favourite pay-per-view, Royal Rumble. Hands down, Royal Rumble. Always been Royal Rumble. And have I met any WWE superstars? No, I haven't, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the WWE Fan Question Challenge, like I say. Great idea, so I hope some of you guys watching it will follow suit. And like I say, thanks to Matt Jerishow for kind of uploading his video, and Stevie Breech for doing the questions. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hope it's a bit of an insight into my WWE fandom. And yeah, not quite sure what my next video will be, but until then, thanks for watching. Keep liking, subscribing, and commenting, and I'll see you soon. Peace.